Această emisiune vă este oferită de Aqua Carpatica. Acest program este interzis minorilor sub 15 ani. Genul programului: talk show.
Bună seara, doamnelor și domnilor! Sunt Roxana-Ioana Gabor-Iliescu și nu cred că m-ați mai văzut vreodată fără niciun fel de make-up, decât dacă îmi urmăriți paginile de Facebook. Nu era o intrare programată, urmează să fie o înregistrare pe care v-am pregătit-o cu drag și dragoste de aproape o săptămână, cu o invitată specială provenită din Australia, însă, da, eram în parc cu copiii în această ținută când m-a sunat iubitul meu și a zis: nu se poate să nu intri, să vorbești 3 minute înainte de interviu. Și da, cumva de azi dimineață, în afară de ce am postat eu pe Facebook, mă încearcă tot felul de trăiri referitoare la ceea ce s-a întâmplat la Caracal cu Alexandra, cu acea fată care a luptat pentru viața ei și cumva societatea noastră i-a zis: nu, și ce dacă tu vrei să trăiești? Stai că nouă ne ia 19 ore să ajungem unde ai fost tu până acum câteva ore. Nu am să povestesc, nu am să fiu jurnalist de știri în aceste momente. Dacă nu știți ce s-a întâmplat cu Alexandra, în scurt 2 cuvinte: o fată a fost răpită, a fost batjocorită și înainte să-și trăiască ultimele clipe a apucat să sune de 3 ori la 112, dar nu prea a luat-o nimeni în seamă. Și după ce n-a luat-o nimeni în seamă, până când au sunat părinții, până când în fine s-a ajuns la locul respectiv, a fost prea târziu. Mă gândeam că în weekendul trecut și emisiunea care va urma am vorbit și am experimentat puterea pe care o avem în noi și puterea de a ne trezi darurile și de a ne face viața în fiecare zi trăită din pasiune și trăită din ceea ce suntem noi ca ființă. Și îmi dau seama că nu vreau să mă duc nici înspre furie, nici înspre revoltă, nici înspre nimic altceva, nici înspre vinovăția cui este vinovat. Un gând bun pentru sufletul Alexandrei, evident, este și va fi în fiecare clipă. Un gând bun pentru părinții ei, care nu pot și nu cred că poate trece cineva prin ceea ce trec ei fără să fie zruncinați pe viață. Nu știu dacă ceva îi mai poate alina, mă rog să o facă asta îngerii, pentru că nu știu altceva ce ar putea să facă. Însă ceea ce aș vrea acum să vă transmit, ca moartea acestei fete să nu fi fost doar un eveniment la care să ne uităm la televizor, să trezească în fiecare dintre noi dorința de a face ceva, de a nu mai sta pe un fotoliu, de a nu mai sta pe o canapea, ci de a ne folosi darurile. Dacă lucrezi în poliție, adu-ți aminte de ce ai vrut să lucrezi în poliție și sunt convinsă că nu a fost pentru bani. Când erai copil și îți doreai să faci dreptate și îți doreai să ajuți oameni, aia era ceea ce te-a adus acolo. Dacă ești medic, atunci ai vrut în copilărie să ajuți oamenii, să se vindece prin tine cumva. Și astăzi mi-am adus aminte că în copilărie doream ca prin palmele mele să se transmită lumină și dragoste. Sunt convinsă că fiecare dintre voi în copilărie ați avut un vis. Și dacă fiecare dintre noi am urma acel vis, am putea ca toată această țară și toată această planetă să fie ceea ce ne dorim. Și în acest spațiu să nu mai poată fi posibil, să nu mai poată fi de conceput așa ceva. Dacă asta ți-a fost misiunea, Alexandra, îți mulțumim, ne cerem iertare. Pentru noi toți îmi cer iertare acum. Pentru toată lașitatea noastră, pentru lipsa noastră de acțiune și îți mulțumim. Și către voi, treziți-vă darurile din voi. Și vă dăruiesc această emisiune, în special pentru femei. Dar femeile sunt cele care nasc. Și bărbați și femei. Să aveți o seară binecuvântată. Următoarea emisiune este pentru voi. Bună seara, bine v-am regăsit. Sunt Roxana-Ioana Gabor-Iliescu și abia aștept să încep această ediție a emisiunii pentru că este pe una dintre subiectele mele preferate, vindecarea feminină din abordare cumva relaxată, din abordarea a ceea ce suntem, nu că suntem mai sus sau mai jos decât bărbații, nu că am fi într-o luptă sau în fine, am avea ceva noi în plus, ci din pur și simplu ce suntem noi, ce am venit să facem aici și ce instrumente ar trebui să ne folosim și nu prea o facem. Și am marea plăcere să o am alături de mine cumva virtual, dar știu că e alături de mine în suflet, pe Sarah Jane. Am întâlnit-o în Bali și acum este în legătură cu noi prin Zoom. Mi-a ieșit casca, dar o voi repune imediat. Și de atunci când am văzut-o, ea preda o conectare cu ISIS și imediat ce s-a terminat și-a luat copilul și a alăptat la fel de natural cum a făcut toate magiile de acolo din workshop. Și asta m-a cucerit din prima clipă. Am tot rămas în legătură și sunt fericită să anunț chiar de la începutul emisiunii că va veni în România în august. Și cu atât mai mult vreau să o cunoașteți. De aici discuția se va purta în limba engleză și cumva vreau să vă mai spun, priviți-o și ca pe o colegă de altfel de a mea, nu doar de terapie. Sara a făcut televiziune. So you understood that I just said that you came for television. From television background. Hi, Sarah. It's so nice to see you. I know you're in Greece, so it's the same hour, but maybe more sun over there. How are you first?
I am wonderful, actually. I have just come from one of my favorite things to do, an ecstatic dance floor. I'm here doing a lot of dancing at a festival, and so, you know, dancing is such a big part of who I am and part of my practice, and it was like I had about 30 minutes to dance before I came, and then a nice man brought me on his motorbike back here so I could be ready for you. So I'm feeling really, really activated and but a bit sweaty.
So it's activated the masculine and the feminine at the same time.
Exactly. No, I was lucky. Otherwise, I would have been a little bit late, I think, because I was dancing and then I went, oh God, the time. But no, I'm grateful to be here with you.
Can you please share with us a few words about you? How did you come into this therapy field, and why were you attracted by the feminine healing and the womb and the connection? And because the dance, I know it was always a part of your life.
Well, you know, it's funny, even just thinking about the dance, it's like, you know, when all of the steps that you take in your life and the activities and the jobs that you have, suddenly when you reach this point of, I mean, I believe our lives are always unfolding, and, you know, this right now, this is my path, but maybe in 10 years, more things will have opened. But it's like every single thing that has happened in my life has guided me here and is supporting me in this moment. So the fact that dance is such a big part of this feminine embodiment work that I do, it makes sense that I was dancing for my whole life. But what brought me to this path, I feel like so many women and so many people who come to work with me, it's we found ourselves so far out of balance in this life. It's like we have been, you know, suppressed our femininity, our life force energy, our wildness. And for me, you know, I'd been living in a very, very masculine way, in a way where I wasn't listening to my body, pushing. I did used to work in TV, and although I'm lucky I had quite a feminine team, but it was still very,
Yeah.
like not
Competition, pressure, yeah.
all of it, you know, and not as open and allowing of the feminine way, you know, of the way of really listening to the body, to the womb, to what is alive. It's like we suppress all of this information that our body is giving us, and we just kind of keep ourselves going because we're like, we must be successful, we must, you know, do more in this life, make more money, even travel more. You know, it's something I question in my own life because I am very active all over the world.
Everything never enough.
Exactly, and I even ask that to myself now. You know, I think, hang on a minute, is there still some program here that is trying to push me to, you know, this old way of being, of feeling that I'm not enough, that I need to be doing more in this world. So I always joke and say that, you know, if I told myself maybe 10 years ago that I would be saying the word womb so often, I would have laughed, because I would say, what? You know, maybe in human biology in high school, I learned about the womb and, you know, the anatomy.
But we were ashamed, we didn't want to hear, and of course, none of the boys wanted to hear about that.
God, I was at an all-girls school too, and I don't think we cared. And, you know, as far as our menstruation and our sacred cycle, you know, it was like, oh, it's just annoying. Let's just try and make it go away and not really
never
feel
talk
the
about
magic
it.
that it brings. Exactly. And, you know, this is not our fault. This is the society that we've been brought up in. And, you know, I don't like to talk about the patriarchy so much, but, you know, I guess as a planet, we've been kind of way out of balance for a long time. And now in this time of the rise of the feminine, which, you know, we've been in this process of this feminine awakening for a long time. And I feel like in all of the circles that I run, you know, a lot of people acknowledge 2012 as a powerful year, I guess, of big shift. And every time I gather a group of women together, a lot of us sit there and say, yeah, ever since 2012, my whole life just started to shift. You know, things that I thought were true, and, you know, even some things that we loved, like suddenly were not in alignment, and we had to let them go. And, you know, and I feel like courtesy of the internet a little bit, and of social media as well, you know, it kind of is a great support in sharing wisdom and information. So suddenly things that, you know, I feel like particularly if you are, I guess, open to the feminine wisdom, you know, you see it everywhere. Everything has become mainstream, that women are gathering for new moon circles and talking about the goddess, and even talking about Isis and Mary Magdalene and, you know, this divine mother time on earth. Suddenly things are becoming a little bit more normal, you know.
Yes.
And I feel like this is what we're living in now. We've kind of had to go so far one way, and then the feminine is like when all of the women are waking up.
Exactly. We went also to the extreme, because I've seen also extremes. I was kind of shocked. I think in France, I've seen in Paris, on the walls there were sayings against men, saying, beware, man, you were too born, but it didn't say born of a womb. They say born of a, the masculine way of saying, in a very violent way. So we went even there. Maybe we had to, I don't know. But now it's time for what? And actually, what apart from the circles, what can you practically do with all that we've received in the last years?
Well, I feel like, the process that we are in as a collective and also as individual beings, so this is this process of rebalancing within. So it's like maybe for those who are watching, the idea that we are both feminine and masculine at our essence, this divine union that takes place inside. And it's not like, like anything, even if you sway your body, you're like, your body is always trying to find some sort of balance or equilibrium. You're not always going to be balanced, but this is the inner work that we do to look at, okay, like where am I at? And how am I also alchemizing the energies that I have access to inside? Do you know what I mean? Because
if you have a pole, if you have something and you can feel it, then you can dance and you can be here, you can be here. But when you don't know where is your north, we say, it's difficult because you go like that.
Totally. And, in the masculine and feminine, they work together. If you think of Shiva and Shakti in more of the, the tantric way, you'll have, it's like Shiva is the ocean and Shakti is the wave that animates the ocean. So it's like when, without Shakti, Shiva in all of his focus and, being the vessel and the container, nothing happens because Shakti, the feminine, is this creative life force energy that animates form.
And sometimes creating chaos,
so
but chaos is good too.
Well, but this is a big part of my work with women, and also I guess this is very alive for me to share now because I've been here in Greece on the magical island of Corfu, which I have to say I've never been here before, and it's really incredible energy. And I, ever since I saw you in Bali, where in Bali there is a lot of dance, it's a very feminine energy, it's very, very easy to, I guess, find ways to connect with your body. And for me, if I'm not dancing, things get blocked and not so good. And so then I went into a period of about 10 weeks, and I look at it now as an experiment where, as much as I was listening to my body and connecting to my womb, as I always do, I wasn't dancing. And I actually would go as far as to say that, I don't really suffer from depression, but I was feeling really like
blocked,
repressed. And, and this is the thing. It's like when I have a lot of energy, and when this energy is blocked and it's not able to be expressed and to flow, it's like, this is what gets stuck and makes it thick. So I've been sorry about
Well, that's the energy blocked, actually, because I was thinking, well, when I'm not moving my energy, well, somehow I have to move. So what I do, I shout at my husband, I shout at my children, I do something anyway, because the energy is still there, and I have to express it somehow.
Exactly. So I've been on, so in this last sort of week and a half or whatever it's been, I've danced almost 4 hours a day. And what has happened to me, I haven't actually seen my husband. Maybe I've had a little break from my husband too. Maybe that's sorry. No, I love him. And I have my mother here helping me with my baby, which is also
that's amazing.
Creating this space. But what I've noticed, it's like suddenly this wild, primal woman that I am. And this is the thing, when you mentioned chaos, it made me think of that, because so many of us as women, and I'm sure on some level, all of us, it's like we have suppressed this primal nature that we are. And, we've done it because, we've been told out of fear of being too much. And even as you said, like shouting at your husband, we've been told, like, we're not allowed to express ourselves, just to make sound. We have to be, quiet and, just be well behaved and, not say the wrong thing and not be too sensual or sexual or, all of it. And so for me, it's been just a huge release, and it's been so interesting because, when I'm blocked, in my work that I do, it's like I can only be very, very authentic. And I noticed, I'm like, wow, I can't even write, I can't sing, I can't do anything like me. But now suddenly it's like, I feel like it's like clearing the channel, and then suddenly the energy is flowing again. And this is, it's really my wish for all women to have the space to really give themselves permission to break down the armor and, anything that kind of keeps us held in these stories of being repressed. And, we carry, like, even I was thinking about the dancing that I was doing earlier this morning. It's like all of it down in the hips and deep in the pelvic bowl, because, as we were talking about the womb, it's like our whole pelvis is this space where we kind of stuff all of our stuff down.
But why? Why should we do that? Okay, it's one thing, to feel good and to feel this energy. But at the end, what do you do with the energy? How can you transform it into manifestation, into something, real and good for you, for your family, for everybody around you?
So this is a big topic, but I talk about clearing out the channel. So it's like when we ignite this life force energy, I see it as, I have a very visual experience with it. It's like, I call it, she's like my golden serpent that snakes her way up my spine. In fact, there are two, the masculine and the feminine. When they're able to flow, it's like I cycle them back through my body, and it's like, it's funny, even just then on the dance floor, they asked, they said, how is everybody's energy today? And some people are like, oh, down here. I'm like, it's up here, because when I'm open and when I'm plugged into the earth, when I'm fully, I call it being plugged into the earth and to the universe, it's like the energy is infinite, the radiance is infinite, and it's like when we're able to pull and cultivate this energy in our field, we become magnetic to whatever we desire. But we have to be careful with that too, because as we become these magnetic beings, and I guess I talk about that in the context of manifestation. So it's like, okay, what do you want to call in? And ever since I've really consciously doing this work, it's like instant manifestation. But also, if you start to get yourself in maybe a negative frame of mind, which happens, especially when you're a mother and you're tired, it happens. And, and then suddenly you're like, well, hang on a minute, I've got instant manifestation happening of maybe things that are not so desirable. So I call it caretaking your frequency, caretaking your energy. But in order to cultivate this energy, it's like we have to plug ourselves in, we have to clear out the blockages, and then it's like, it's literally, it feels to me like being plugged in to an infinite source of energy that never runs out, that can feed your field, that can help, feed the energetic container of your family unit too. And obviously this energy is also, life force energy is creative energy, it's sexual energy. And, yes, as far as, there are alchemical processes that occur within with I guess the dance of these twin serpents of the masculine and the feminine energy. But for those of you in partnerships, this is also an energy that you can experience with your partner as well, to manifest and to create your desires. And I feel like this is really important, that we all bring ourselves online and remember our ability to really create our reality and to really work with this power of our energy, because, the earth right now, it's an interesting time on the planet. There is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of good stuff too, but it's like, I know for men, sometimes I fall into this feeling as well, because, as a mother of a almost 3-year-old, you start to wonder, what is the future looking like with the environment and everything. Yeah. Yet I feel like the sooner that we all really rise as, I like to say, the creative beings. It's like we are the creative beings. We have this creative energy to birth the earth as we want it to be, and holding that intention for peace, for nourishment for the earth, for whatever it is. It's like, to truly, I guess, believe and work with your energy to become the artist of your reality.
Because, my mission right now, and I felt it in your genes right away, is being a mother, because I'm not interested only for the next, not even 50 years or 60 years as my life would be. I'm interested in the next 200 years as my children and grandchildren will live. It's to do something with this, because now for quite a few years, even in Romania, we have a lot of workshops, we have a lot of theta healing, Reiki, so many healings, but they are just, you go there, you practice there, and then you don't bring it to do stuff with a real thing for this planet, for this land, even for your family. Even I'm talking with women, they have diseases, and especially feminine diseases, and even if they go to workshops, they don't apply that for their health. They still go to medicine whenever they need therapy. But then they go and feel the Shakti and they feel good. So this is now the shift that I would like to partner with you, because it's nice to meditate. It's nice to have a place where you can run away from the daily stress. But how can we create another reality? How can we heal ourselves? Can this connection with the womb, can it heal actually the womb and all the diseases that I don't want to even say the words, but there are so many diseases right now that especially women have.
Totally. And I believe that we, I was having this conversation with my quite skeptical father a little while ago, and I really have the belief that but the thing is, we have to believe it ourselves. It's all well and good to read about it in books and to hear about it, but if you're not believing it on a cellular level, it's not going to work. If you have blocks to it, if you think, okay, she said it, maybe it's true, but
maybe it's true for her, because I always hear that. Maybe it's true for you, but I don't feel it. So
we have the ability to heal ourselves. I always say it's, I say it, and sometimes maybe I don't fully believe it, but it's my mum and I say it a lot, actually. I'm quantum, I talk to my cells. I talk to my cells to clear my cells. I talk to my womb to clear my womb. Yeah. And, you were saying that, you go to workshops and you learn things, and, all over my life of being a dancer, a yoga teacher, and then studying with many, many different people, I'm sure I've learned many things along the way that I too have forgotten. But the way that I believe, as a mother now, like I used to spend hours doing rituals and practices. Now, maybe my practice is a 5-minute practice of taking a deep breath and plugging myself back in. But I truly believe that when we start to, feel the power that we are, and I always say plug yourself in, which is not a very technical way to explain it, but that is really what it is for me. It's like plugging yourself into the energy, becoming the open channel, And, you know, when you start to have a tangible experience of your life force energy, the fire in your womb, and, you know, maybe when you start to first visit your womb space, she is shadowy and dark, and you think, whoa, you know, there's a, you know, I don't know if you can, I don't know how this translates in Romanian, but what is your language called? I don't even know. In Romania. Anyway,
I can translate for you.
Good, but you know, when you're diving into your pelvic bowl, it's like opening Pandora's box. There's going to be a lot of magic in there, a lot of jewels, a lot of gifts, but also a lot of shadows and scary stuff, maybe, you know, or think of all of the things that you've suppressed. And maybe for me and a lot of the women that I work with, you know, the things that come out are not actually ours. You think, whoa, I'm feeling an emotion that feels connected to something that I haven't had that experience in this body. You know, I feel grateful to have, you know, we've all had some level of trauma in our life. Some of us have personally experienced a lot more, but, you know, sometimes...
But we inherited so much.
Exactly. So, you know, but when we are really connecting with our body and listening to what is here, I believe that can be such a powerful, simple practice. And maybe it's as simple as, you know, and this is specifically for the mums who I know you don't have much time, because although when my mother is here I have time, but otherwise I don't have time. But, you know, just a simple check-in with your body, just to see, you know, how it is that you need to move in the day. And, you know, for some of us, and for me, when I started connecting to my womb, the idea of having a conversation with my womb was like, what? I talk to my womb? Sorry. But, you know, it's like it's a bit the same as when you're pregnant with a baby and, you know, and everybody says, talk to your baby. What they don't tell you is when you talk to your baby, you can listen and the baby will talk back. Your womb will also talk back. She will tell you what you need. And, you know, it's like your womb is this portal of creation. This portal that carries through this big transmission of the wisdom of the body and the wisdom that we carry encoded in ourselves from all of the lineages of lifetimes we've experienced, if you believe in that. And, you know, it's important, I guess, for us to receive information from outside. You know, we're living in this information age where we can go on the internet and read lots of the books and all the rest. But really, the most powerful thing that we can do is to drop in and listen to the wisdom that is inside, to find what is true for us. And it's like when so really plugging in on a daily basis, listening, because, you know, we have to get quiet to listen as well, and this drops us out of this space of the busyness of all of the doing and the, you know, this hamster wheel that we are stuck on, you know, of achieving more. It's like, okay, well, what do I need right now in a true way? You know, do I just need to rest today? You know, what is real? And it's like, if we all start to live from more of an authentic and real place, particularly the women, you know, maybe it needs to start with us. You know, you could feel how if all of the women started to live by their cyclical nature of their womb, of their sacred cycle, it's like the whole world would start to shift into a more harmonious, more connected to the natural rhythms of the earth place.
So unfortunately, it's getting dark, and I cannot wait to have you here in the studio to have another show with you.
Yeah. Is this better for a moment? Sorry, not very professional on TV.
Well, behind, yes, but with your face, not really. But let's hope for the. Okay, maybe my colleagues will say how it's technically. Yeah, there's no much difference. Anyway, we can go on for a few minutes, I hope. So I want to dedicate the last minutes to what you felt to bring to Romania, because you have so many courses, but there was something rising for here and for women in Romania. So you will be in August for a weekend, and what did you feel?
With you,
Yes.
Wow, it's really interesting because I'm really most excited to feel your land. You know, I've never been to Romania before, and for when I'm feeling into exactly what is going to come through, a lot of that is dictated by the connection to the land when I'm there. But what is really, really alive, I think for all of us, is to create the container for women to give themselves permission, and whatever that means. Like for each of us, that's going to mean something different. You know, like maybe some of us are already really open, wild, alive. That is normal, you know, but for some of us, that is what we need. You know, to give yourself permission and to create the space for you to dive deep into your womb. That is really what we're going to be doing. There's going to be a lot of womb connection work. They'll be working with the many faces and frequencies of the feminine. So the different goddesses. Isis will be here, Maria Magdalena, and really this energy of Divine Mother that is really the current of energy that comes through in all of my work. And there will be a lot, well, actually the second full day of the workshop will be all about harnessing this creative fire, this life force energy of Shakti, and actually learning tangible ways to use this energy for manifestation, for radiance, for becoming the creator being, for creating this life of your dreams. But, you know, sometimes that sounds a little bit selfish, but also to create this new earth that is going to be wonderful for our children as well. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah. I'm so sorry I cannot see your blue eyes, but I can see just...
I'm so sorry. I'll come so close.
Yeah.
I feel I'm staying in a little bit of a difficult place here we go.
Wow, okay. I see the masculine energy behind it. It's okay.
He's the owner of this apartment, and he didn't believe that I was trying to tell him his English is okay. And I was trying to tell him I was going to do an interview here, and he was like, I don't believe you. And so I think...
And men have to check. Okay, now he checked, and I can see, he looked very well, so that's fine. Maybe he can do something for men in Romania during this period.
I don't know. Well, yeah, sorry, this is not very good technical TV. I'm sorry,
it's not about technical, and definitely the feminine energy doesn't have much with technology, but thank God we have men around us. Thank you so very much, Sarah, for this, and I cannot wait to see you here. And also, I'm very, very curious how the Romanian land will sing for you and what it will tell you.
Okay. Me too, and I'm looking forward to going out into the land with you and really feeling the nature and feeling the energy of the feminine that is alive, the goddesses of your land. Because I feel like there will be a lot.
It will be a dance, believe me, it will be a dance, and full of Shakti. I'm sure by then I will have also some Romanian translation of Shakti, because we had a lot of that, but we lost it in time. We're just remembering now. So thank you again, and give a huge kiss to your adorable child. And
I will.
See you in August. Bye.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ea a fost Sara Jane și va fi aici în august și mă bucură să aud de la din ce în ce mai multe și nu doar mai multe terapeute, ci și terapeuți, cum îmi spun eu, în adevăr, care fac asta dintr-o misiune, nu neapărat pentru că vor să bifeze. Uite, am mai făcut un curs și eu știu, neapărat comercial vorbind, tot aud că au primit chemarea de a veni pe pământul nostru. Evit cuvântul românesc pentru că ceea ce simt în pământul nostru nu neapărat este românesc, ci e mult mai antic și mai de demult decât cei 100 de ani pe care îi are România. Vorbim de perioada Daciei și mult înainte de ea. Va fi un dans, da, cu Isis, cu Maria Magdalena, cu conectarea la pântec și la pământ. Și foarte multe detalii tehnice, probabil e inutil să le spun. Veți găsi pe pagina Călătoria spre tine detalii despre acest workshop și în comunitatea Femei ca mine, dacă ești femeie, este un workshop dedicat doar pentru femei, însă nu este... rezultatul workshop-ului nu va fi doar pentru femei, va fi pentru întreaga familie și speranța și intenția mea este să fie pentru întreaga comunitate, pentru că dacă doar ne adunăm noi femeile și ne simțim bine și mai discutăm despre una, despre alta și mai facem niște ritualuri, după care ne întoarcem acasă și suntem la fel, lumea nu se va schimba. Cred că a venit timpul să aplicăm ceea ce facem la workshop-uri, indiferent cât de greu pare, să poți să faci asta și cu copiii care nu vor să te asculte deloc, cu bărbatul care eventual te mai ia peste picior sau îți spune bine, du-te și fă asta cu femeile tale, lasă-mă pe mine în pace, că noi avem probleme serioase de făcut. Problemele alea serioase trebuie abordate din ambele unghiuri, din cel feminin și din cel masculin. Și ceea ce simt este că asta va fi următorul pas, în care dansul dintre feminin și masculin va fi onorat așa cum trebuie. V-am povestit săptămâna trecută la Împreună pentru natură despre primul workshop pe care am avut curajul să-l facem pentru cupluri și am avut marea surpriză să văd că bărbații sunt, bine, evident, la început susceptibili, după care deschiși și plini de flori acolo. În sufletul lor poate e mai multă feminitate decât în al nostru, în care ne l-am blocat, ne-am făcut puternice, ne-am făcut mari, ne-am făcut un zid gros, mai ales din secunda în care avem copii, atunci noi avem responsabilitate și devenim mari și puternice și bărbații nu-și mai au loc. Și dacă vor să-și facă loc, singura soluție pe care o au este într-un fel sau altul cu autoritate dusă spre violență. A venit timpul să dăm niște pași înapoi și să vedem de unde putem dansa în armonie, de unde putem dansa în bucurie, în bucuria de a fi împreună, în bucuria de a co-crea, în bucuria de a face din nou pe acest pământ, de a aduce raiul pe pământ, dacă îmi permiteți să folosesc cuvinte exact așa cum le simt. Vă mulțumesc pentru atenție, vom continua să dedicăm acestor subiecte timp, pentru că medicamentul în care cred este cel care vine din suflet pentru trup. Și legătura dintre medicina alopată și medicina alternativă mi se pare exact ca acest dans dintre feminin și masculin, să știi clar când ai nevoie de un sprijin puternic și când ai nevoie doar să înțelegi ce vrea corpul de la tine, ce vrea să-ți comunice și nu ai nevoie să îi dai în cap cu vreun medicament ca să nu mai simți durere, ca să nu mai simți amețeală sau ca să nu mai simți ce Dumnezeu ți-o vrea corpul tău să-ți transmită. Vă doresc o noapte plină de înțelepciune. Rămâneți pe Canal 33. Fiți binecuvântați. La revedere!
Această emisiune v-a fost oferită de Aqua Carpatica,